concerned about here is it appears that we spent $35,000 on pintail, and then we did Thrusher for 20, we did Blackbird for 24, and I thought each district, each person was going to get $50,000, and that is significantly over that.
Right.
And the other thing that I have a problem with is if you see that you got a problem like that, you don't go and do another road. You don't do a third road and overspend that much.
Within the commissioner district.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And so,
And
I understand a bad job was done on pintail, but then maybe Thrusher or Blackbird shouldn't have been done, because Will had to see when he was doing that this was going to go way over $50,000.
Right. And I had Lakeisha pulling time and equipment logs that I was initially given to see if we can discount some of that and let general fund take care of that, because it is over the $50,000.
Way over.
Right.
And I mean, Will should have just said, look, it's just like when y'all told me I wanted 2 roads, and you said, well, we can do those other little 1/10 of a mile roads and still be within the $50,000, which mine's definitely is. But when you go over $20,000,
right,
more than that,
it will
almost $30,000. And there's a problem there.
And because Will had done with Hanson Aggregates, he had handled that credit for that bad stone, which I've not seen. So I think that's part of this too. So there's just some items that we're having to follow up on in-house that Will was handling initially. So we've got to get all of that resolved as well.
I have a question. Like on Jeffers Road, you got $47,000 on it, right? The question was, the base is already set up before we even approved that. Did you go back and pull that from another?
What was provided to me was the actual invoices, and Lakeisha coded those out based on where the material was put. And then we kept up with the equipment hours and the man hours, and then a journal entry was done from that.
Well, I think, especially District 3, and I have no problem with any district, but I'm like Mary on that. We should not have spent additional $30,000. Now we're talking about going back and putting another overlay on.
Right. And that's where Lakeisha and I are going to pull the actual man hours and equipment hours, because once we had this in the system and seen where the numbers came out to be, we're going to have to push those man hours and equipment hours back to Public Works, and they just won't receive those credits.
I mean, if we're going to push it back to Public Works, and then it ain't going to look like Public Works as well. But
in essence, Public Works was over budget, because he should have never done 3 roads when he knew he'd already spent more than $50,000 on 2. I mean, it's just like I said, in my district, they told me I could have X number of roads, and I said, I just want to make sure I was under the $50,000 if I got 2 roads or if I got 3, but I won't be under $50,000.
Right, and the credit that was budgeted was $125,000, and the total credits that were issued were $137,000. So there's $17,000 of credits that can come back out of general fund to go back to.
And that's because I went under and Carl went under, and we're making up the difference that went to District 3 that was way over. District 3 was over $29,000.
Right, and that's why I wanted Lakeisha to pull.
Because if he had done the whole Aggieville Road, he could have went to the crossroad.
Anyway, it's just a comment.
That's
It's already
right.
done with now, but it's not right. Let's just put that way.
Okay.
And then if y'all